encoder, it'll never take off. That's what they said while they scoffed. No investors, no team, no press, no deals. Now they all want peace. Tell me, how does it feel? Bro.
Oops, did I? Oh, yeah, right, can't. So 6:50, is that the time? 18, it's 18, welcome. We live, finally, I'm in time for the stream. That is amazing. Welcome everyone. Chris, welcome. Rip, yes, kaput. Hopefully not. But how did this even happen? Probably touch cable. So they can't fix enough. Similar to the things, VirtualBox on things, 3D acceleration of BIOS mode. Recognized is bootable. That's it. This is Snabend. Matic, welcome. Hello, hello. 12-hour time. Why? 12-hour time shows the wrong time half of the day. I guess we should take a look. The thing is, also, does it turn on? I could basically YOLO. What is? Should I even comment on this? Stops after. Yeah, sorry to say, I would normally not even look into this for normal users, and I haven't in years, but the problem is now the press is like, they tested in like VirtualBox, and I was even thinking like maybe I should take a look. It's like I tried something new and made here some. Usually only did this with our defect coffee machine. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's like, yeah. Oh shit, not that it falls asleep again. This is here right now. So what do we have here in, did we install, what did we install? Do I want to do that? No. But that's also the thing, right? If we want to be more successful, I need to do the time wasting, not fulfilling leftover things, basically everything. Yeah, we should have done it earlier, but if we had 1,000 other things to do, right? It's, you would think if it works in QEMU, it works in VirtualBox. Yeah. So that's probably a relatively new install, right? Probably, what is it even? It's not NeoFedge. It's probably installed yesterday. And how is everyone doing? Matic, things, Chris, Sir, Oracle decided that you should fix no users. But yeah, the sad thing is I packaged, maybe I, let's see who packaged this. Maybe even I. Oh look, I packaged this in 2009. Unsuccessful shit I do for soon 20 years. Soon 30 years. Yeah, I packaged this general purpose full things. It does build, no, it doesn't install, it needs kernel package, detail post build, just share. Oh, nice messages thing I wrote there. 2000 here to share already. Sharing is caring. So yeah, the sad thing is, package this, it's like, yeah, but the thing is a decade of change, of course, yeah. Okay, no delay, T2 insta thing. So I could use Windows or Mac OS, but I don't want to use those systems, right? So that's the thing. I know that had some issues the last time we built it, so basically instead of it's not like I have Windows laying around here or stuff. Because this host tools, that's kinder a known thing. By the way, this is glibc and stuff, right? Just if we commit cache file that's built and is calibrated, somewhat things. No, the users and the press. The press already told me, like one representative of the mainstream media already told me a month ago. Finally, years later, I wanted to test it. Linux didn't work in Visual. It works on everything. Just like I was like, what's wrong with VirtualBox? I don't get it. So a long time ago, I actually used T2 in production in VMware on macOS like 15 years ago. I even have a VMware license here somewhere. But that is for like 15 years ago. Yeah. When Oracle database AI things on T2, ask Oracle. Yeah, exactly. Working for free for all this ask questions. What even failed in this? Oh, we need one more thing. I forgot about this. Do we have a GitHub issue for that thing? I thought I maybe filed it. Oh, that's also wrong. Might be an easy fix if someone wants to tackle this. Yeah, my father called today and was like, what multimedia player do I use? T2 Linux. I was like, does it not play in the, if you double click it in the Dolphin file manager? Like, I don't know, I have time for media, multimedia. And then it's like, how can I download it from the website? It's like, yeah. The next T2 update will have Flatpak, and then you can click it in Flatpak. Yeah. The thing is also VNC also sometimes didn't build. I mean, we could potentially make, oh shit, this was questions. The thing is VNC is also one of those packages. Okay, let's maybe not build this yet. It's that sometimes fails. You have VirtualBox on your MS machine. Yeah, so I guess you run into the issue that other people ask here. What did you say? VirtualBox, right? VirtualBox. I mean, I have a Surface here that probably has a Surface. Actually, the Surface probably still has Windows for that. When sometimes once a year someone here needs to. But this build error on Ubuntu would be any chance cross-build Ubuntu doing? Yeah, you make everything work and then people like, but I want to build it on Ubuntu. I have Windows VirtualBox gonna look too. Okay, amazing. The good thing is if you want to take a look already, I mean, that might need some debugging. The good thing is we need to make VirtualBox, we need to fix VirtualBox in any case. What's going on here? Building, this is still, does this like work like this? Is there not a space? Yeah, it's time to close this. We cannot keep this stuff always open. There is a limit of... There's even... Oh. What was the other bug? Three and 7. So this is all the extra work, right? If you file duplicate things, then it's... Things... Disabling 3D fixes, I don't know why. It's also crazy that this doesn't upstream work. It should upstream work, but who knows what the details are. But that's my criticism, right? We have 2,500 building T2, building with 2,500 Linux distributions at some VirtualBox stuff doesn't boot. Which bug was it? What did you mean? This one? Not this one. Here we need a... Where would be alt graph thing? Here we need this. So that it looks AI. Alt graph shift dash. Booting fine for you. Efi? Any other? So VirtualBox, what's that thing doing? And so in which combinations they say which one's the latest? 26 got KDE desktop. Okay, let's take a look. Unreserved symbol. Bin, res, bin. I mean, it shouldn't even be. Yeah, this code base is also massive, and the last time I checked, they rebuilt multiple library things multiple times here. Following symbol not defined and check undefined build proc things of undefined global offset table. Uses Hyper-V backend calls DSL but still Windows native. So do we have no. When did we last cache that? Andre got VirtualBox building again. Thank you. Appreciate this. Is this built like that for you? Apparently. Oh wait, why this is error, or why is the cache with error? Work in progress to get that did not yet build. Actually, I think I got it mostly or fully to build some years ago live on YouTube. Yeah, so wrong. This is only cache is not updated. Yeah, VirtualBox wasn't the particularly most popular package. I mean, the only reason that VirtualBox is probably a little bit popular is probably because it's has a UI compared to like a configurable UI. Matic UTM. I read that you have UTM installed on your Mac. With that, you can reproduce the issue I'm having in Parallels. Graphic doesn't come up when Raspberry Pi. You just need to specify that you want to use Apple virtualization when creating VM. I already deleted it again because the only reason is, I mean, good to know, but can you debug this? My to-do is lead 1,000 lines long. The only thing I wanted is I wanted to test something with USB pass-through, and the one thing it didn't support, the one thing that UTM didn't support was USB pass-through. It's like it also turns out, because we have an issue, I probably mentioned, we have an issue with a dozen of customers, like maybe 12, maybe 10. We have like 10 customers of ExactScan who currently, they send us bug reports that macOS is terminating our precious money-making ExactScan application due to code signing. Did I post it? Like, so we get there, like, so macOS is violently killing ExactScan away with code signing and in the middle of the program. And we were diagnosing this for days. Like, and the thing is, we cannot reproduce this. Like not many, like, so about maybe 10, like Steve Jobs and Apple would say, a very small number of customers. One customer, of course, they used cloud to debug this. Like, I literally today I got here, like, here I debugged this. It's like super detailed reports. Like, yeah, that's a bit, it's pretty detailed, but a little bit sus. Like how did you debug this? I asked my AI. It's like I just asked my clones. Like pasting all, like 2026 customer, like not even IT customers. Like people working in medical customers who scan exact scan. It's like, hey, I debugged this for you with cloud. It's like it's interestingly detailed, but also pretty seriously wrong. It's like, but anyway, it turns out like, no, I finally, like after a day now with like 10 customers, of which nobody here could reproduce this, right? Like nobody. It happened not once at us. And that is also why I installed UTM, or whatever the name is. It turns out the root cause appears to be that, again, USB became less reliable with the last macOS update, but it works for me and all our other Macs here, all my employees and stuff and interns, and it works for everyone here and probably 10,000 other customers, except like 10 people. And with one person, we diagnosed that macOS already doesn't show the USB device, and the USB device does not show with like correct information about your Mac, like system info profiler report. It is there already as unknown device, which it shouldn't. It should have a vendor ID and stuff. So with macOS and this happened before already sometimes. It's just like, no, we have 10 new users. So the Apple, like the Asahi Linux, and like Makan will probably tell you, first of all, the USB ports are not all created equal. And then they're also differently reliable. And then it depends what hubs and what cheap hubs and no-name hubs. But the craziest thing is, because some library gets a null pointer, and because the thing is, in days, we could also not figure out with the customer's backtrace of Apple's problem report, very limited information, why we get this. We never thought it's a null pointer in a library of like in Apple's IO kit. Like something is null pointering, not even in our code, because it can't USB communicate, and then our application is killed away with how dare you null pointer in an Apple library code signing. So we wasted so much time of like, what's the bloody fucking heck shit is even going on with bloody code signing, when the root cause is the USB stuff is not reliably transferring data and then getting a null pointer. That's I need an off-grid cabin. I need to get away. Man, USB is such a cluster, especially like USB on Apple Silicon is so unbloody unreliable. Yeah, that is why I wanted. But this, yeah. Also, 2026, you use the Apple sanctioned first-class virtualization stuff, and that cannot do USB pass-through. It's like, oh man, the QEMU can USB pass-through for 20 years already, or whatever. Yeah, Matic, I appreciate the hint of that. That's I have already 1,000 things to debug. Can you, maybe, do you wanna, like, if it would be so nice if you figured out why this doesn't. It's like, yeah. Code signing, what is code signing? Like Apple license I need to buy when? Yeah, so that they, first of all, the code is signed with a, like, it's like a website. It's like an SSL certificate. It's actually code signed with the $99 subscription, and then it is additionally notarized. So it's code signed and notarized, and then we get reports of, sorry, macOS killed your application away due to code signing in the middle of the application, when it's code signed, it's signed and notarized, and Apple's library null pointer on you, and then it's like, but yeah, on Apple Silicon, because the bug report that I posted in our Discord says people tested this and they said it doesn't work. So I didn't. I was considering, should I install Parallels, but then the UTM bug report says it doesn't work. So I didn't bother. But so the good thing is, I also nearly remember when, like, last Friday or whatever, I said, like, I nearly, or like last Thursday or Friday, it's like I nearly ordered a Apple Neo thing, which I don't even really want. Thank goodness I didn't order it, because I don't want that. If I wanted something, I would, because I don't need them. This is just the cheapest Mac for testing, right? For me, it's working. Used USB pass-through already. Okay, so because the bug report says it doesn't. But anyway, thank goodness with other customers, I now realized the root cause appears to be USB not working. Of course, our application shouldn't crash like this, but now we need to figure out how creatively we can avoid crashing in USB null pointer dereferencing. The thing is, debugging this is horrible if it doesn't work on your. It's like fixing that. Chris, thing 3, welcome. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I have M1 Max. So what I would purchase also for T2 and testing would be Mac Mini or stuff. That is the thing. I nearly ordered and imagine. I mean, I could have returned it probably. Imagine I would have purchased a Mac Neo for cheap for testing, and it would also have worked, right? But also, I just like for science, I just chained 4 USB ports. Like remember all the USB things here from RISC-V testing. I just chained them today, all for the most I ever chained, just in cause like provoking what my customers is. Even with 4 high-end USB hubs, it works for me. So it's like that's the question. For weeks we try. For a week we try everything, even chaining 4 USB ports, and it still works for us. And the customer, oh man, I got bootlog through TTY Stereo from which Windows can I share? Of course you can. So you were saying it doesn't have graphic. So you're saying you can reproduce that not having graphic, and you got TTY serial for not having graphic. That would be amazing. Okay, so this didn't build in a while. Did we how to come? So you said it didn't. Maybe it just needs the debug info. Grab the strip. Maybe if we don't, maybe it needs more. Where do we have strip or wrapper, or do we have strip wrapper or the question, where do we strip? Do we, maybe might do a there, huh? Let's test if it, because like it completely doesn't build anymore, and there probably is a reason for that. Let's see. If we if debug, why do we do that here? But we also do var remove -s somewhere. We probably have cases here. Maybe this also wants debug symbols for something. Let's just slap everything on here and see if it makes something. The question is also with no LTO. And the question is also that here, that probably should detect then if it builds. So that would be, how do we usually select this? I mean, it doesn't matter, just that it's a little bit uniform, right? So which alarm is constantly, like here's constantly something like emergency services. It's like someone's car alarm is now going for days, like every 30 minutes. Like, what a time to be alive, man. Did I mention I need my off-grid cabin? Maybe I'm incompatible with society. So what did I want to do? Alright, I wanted to flex, maybe no LTO, because I have the suspicion this code is too fragile for, especially if it builds BIOS code and whatnot. Oops, what? Okay, accidentally logged out, of course. See what happens. So typo. Bug Apple will fix if that's a bug. Alright, no, I don't even, like, I need to know this precisely. Good would also be if that happens for me. No graphic, Wayland done. Okay, let's see while we try to max this package to build. Right now, so I mean, the root cause is USB not working stably. You will get Apple very difficultly. It's like with this scanner on, like, I mean, Apple will put 0 resources until it's like 100,000 people affected. If it's like that scanner doesn't enumerate sometimes on some ports of, like, you know, and then you would need to get the device to them. It's like with this Fujitsu scanners or whatnot. It's like, and then there's like, yeah, USB compatibility, whatnot, and like we are not Fujitsu or Ricoh or like, so it's basically not easily, right? what did you say? 396. Was 396 the right bug? So is this an open one? 307. Did you 30? You did the other. Does the serial log? Yes, thank you. So what? So that's with all default settings and EFI. Also, what's the build doing? Our build is not building. The thing is, this cursed build systems are really not fun. Like building our own software, other software. But if you constantly, so this didn't fix anything yet. You can build 4,000 packages and stuff. Default on yes, forgot to mention. So EFI, right? I mean, it should probably show on the log. What is it, Kate? Hey, Kate, here. Thank goodness we have Kate now. No EFI. What means no EFI? Does it mean... what the fuck? This is Linux kernel foundation is like, just go fuck yourself. You're using... They seriously? This is probably not ideal. But I mean, they do here VGFX, DRMFB things. Oh, did you musel? I mean, this I... Okay, that is musel. So, did you re-download the musel one? We were not finished fixing those. Ah, shit. Did they write musel? Here they write glibc. Could you download the glibc and see if the glibc has graphic? I mean, that is crazy that between VirtualBox and Linux kernel, like that's that is simply that is pretty lame. But this is really currently I'm not making this shit up, right? Everything is fucked and broken, right? And then the press, I'm testing and don't get video output. It's like, yeah, maybe high profile companies in the Linux Foundation do not agree. Do not agree about this cursed shit here. I mean, maybe there are additional config options. I mean, we could maybe patch this away. I mean, maybe there are even patches. Like maybe Fedora has some make VirtualBox work a little bit patch. I don't know. What is MK stats whatever. On boot it does say errorless, but it still boots on UVM and I have it set up for EFI. Yeah, that still comes up for me, though it uses glibc, same error strange. For me it's still good. Yeah, so the musel thing didn't boot into graphic. How long the stream will go on? Why do you ask, Fedora loser? Do you want it long or do you want it short? I can also stop it now if you don't like the stream. If we do not have your permission to stream today. Whatever that thing does. Could quickly check that. Enable things instrumentation. Is this just some debugging thing? Choose this instruments, kernel drivers, MK guest stats. Sounds unnecessary. This like runs through the acceleration virtual machines. This came as a driver for VMS VGA to virtual compiled things. Doesn't say here much more. But I wanted to also, I mean, yeah, the Clang Musel we also need to further fix, ideally, which it worked recently. So the new command is, oh, we do a stack smash protector. The question is if that is a good idea. We built stuff to secure, maybe. Retrieve the source code. Things on Linux. Things. Build things. I hope it works with Qt6 or Windows. SDK, DD-Run, things administrator. In test signing mode. Configure disable hardening. I thought I got it built some years ago live on YouTube, 3, 4, or like due times, like glibc fully works. Okay, amazing. I mean, it should work. So how is this option called? VM still has errors on. The errors are maybe just more warning. Maybe they indicate that something will not work, but okay, all of this stuff fixed nothing, yay. It's even K-build. Oh wait, is it trying to... Oh, there's also no module name packaging. Oh shit. Hardening is disabled. Please do not distribute with disable hardening. I mean, we could switch this on, whatever. What would hardening do? Stack smashing protector or other such things? I mean, I don't know about Java, you all. Yeah, the errors may be harmless or more warning, but or some error, something really not working. Yeah, we need to debug. I saw this in QA mode. This Musel is not. So the Musel thing was working last month, but apparently some. So that is a generic build issue on our side. Which language? 100 computer languages, maybe. 100 real languages, not. Is it built longer? No. I mean, maybe longer, but... Oh, Java C. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit, that's a real bloody thing. And we have Java, right? What does this shit need Java for? For some enterprise integration or what? It only needs developer advanced user wants to use VirtualBox main API hypervisor automate instance. Man, you cannot make this shit up. It did a full install in kexec2. That is amazing. Thank you for testing. No way. Yes, here. I specifically experimental. This tastes actually kinda nearly better than the big. So that's the same Italian bricker thing stuff, just less powder and less water. Actually, it surprisingly tastes better. Didn't expect that. So they built this stuff multiple times, which is crazy. Was there also an error already? But isn't it crazy? We can build 4,000 things we can build, and then VirtualBox, it's like, I'm not having it. That is also why I do it. If you wonder why I simply don't use some stuff, because like for 20 years this code base is not good. A friend, by the way, told me, which shall not be named, he told me 20 years ago, oh my god, he looked into this and oh my god, this is code shitty and insecure. He also said, quote, I don't want to name him for reasons, because he is too VIP. Quote, my VIP friend, he quote, oh my god, I looked into the kernel API, so the original kernel API, it's like, oh my god, it's completely insecure. Like one big security disaster. That's his review, alleged review 20 years ago. I mean, now they use optional KVM, I guess, but it's still here. Driver. What is that here in bin additions? VBox driver. So this fails. Can we disable that? This is just some driver, huh? Whatever is going on with that crap. Only editions? Only builds the guest editions? I want to disable this. Disable, don't. We learn all this shit by doing stuff all day, not social media or scrolling. Also, we like I don't know this shit here. I mean, I packaged it 20 years ago. It was building once upon a time. You learn the shit by looking at it. To do check for editions only. With audio also. Web services. Holy shit. Here's VDE. Maybe it's this VDE. What is that? No, that's the network. Even getting mouse interactions, it's more than you get with QEMU. Okay. Warning. Also, wait. What warnings being treated as errors? What? What? Why would you do that? I would like to disable those additions. Or fix them. Do we not have run make forces in the meantime? So building all the shit with K-build, like you want these people. Such trucks I need myself, man. User manual. Release object user manual. What? Wait, no, it wants bin Java. Why does it not want bin Java? And why does it want bin Java? Is this the root? I'm confused. I thought we disabled Java. You cannot make this shit up. What shit is that even? Yeah, the thing is completely cursed. Like 20 years later, the shit is still cursed. Polymorphic to name forcing means ability to make. Yeah, T2 was never the most. It is true that we are not particularly successful with T2, and especially with Apple T2. That's unfortunate. It's although that stuff is dead, it's still the problem. Even if you search it, you get to the other website. This is all not ideal. But here is also that it's even there already failing. I don't get how do they bin Java, man? You cannot make this up. Java plus home manual. They want to build a manual. Java things like holy shit. Why? Can you disable this? Holy chipmunks, man. mean, we have Java. We probably could give it Java. But first I want to see it build it all. Also like bin Java, yes. Yeah, this Bedrock is like, nah, thank you. CrossForge. Bedrock is a too generic name. Like, if we change the name of T2, we probably want to use something completely artificial. Or at least, like, something as outstanding as Asahi. Bedrock is too generic dictionary term for. Like, if we change the name, the next name needs to be next level. Like, the next name needs to be 10x engineering, like 100x engine 100x marketing. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the bigger the project, the more cursed. Like, just look at Chrome. I mean, although maybe Chrome arguably even more cursed. T3 is exactly. A1, I still think A1. Okay, here we still have this VBox driver thing. I would preferably not even build that, man. Is that the only thing that's currently failing? Is this an X driver or what? What is that even? Like, are these Xorg drivers for? Cannot mix this shit up, man. Linux DRM. Oh, thank you again for so many gifted memberships. That is so amazing. Oh, I didn't even start a goal yet. That is highly appreciated. We're currently our personal hero for supporting all our development efforts so much. Should not forget to start goals here. Yeah, thank you so much. It's so appreciated. Aficionados, yes, exactly. So where is out? There is a where is this directory coming from? Source VBox. How does it work here in? Books only. Include parsings, guest hosts, make file, if dev, oof. I don't want any of this. Here, PCI pass-through. Yeah, here is that so. Where do they include that? Oh, here. First, I'm happy for everything else built. Applied nostalgia, Linux, able, what? Object dump, bin. How about this? What the fuck? Yeah, this kind of stuff, I understand that people want AI. Like, I also don't want to do this. Like, this is bullshit. What the heck do they do here? It's a series and BIOS ROM thing. I have an idea. First of all, let's save that here, you never know. What about we let it completely do what it wants to do? Does this improve any of Wurzel Linux? There we root. Yeah, you know all. Name is really not such a priority. Let's mostly get stuff done. Oh look. They tried that here and oof, they nearly succeed but then fail. So our wrapper actually auto-fixed that. Wow, yeah, our wrapper is amazing. Yeah, you then the next thing failed. You cannot make this shit up. It's hard-coded. They hard-coded that. You know, they hard-coded. You had me at they hard-coded that. Like you. They hard-coded that, man. What is their pay grade? Such pay grade I need myself. Do they include similarly stupidly? How do they get X11 includes? Oh, they have what the fuck? Why do they have what is wrong with bloody them? I experimented with L4, not really with SEL4, only with L4, but it wasn't that amazing. How are you doing, USB SCSI? Hello, hello. VirtualBox will need to cave backend works with things now for VirtualBox also these days. I just found out. So you were saying Windows subsystem for Linux has KVM pass-through things of KVM kernel support. Oh, they have. It's like, yeah, this is your corporate quality things, right? I mean, maybe our rapper's doing some fpic here and some. I mean, they shouldn't even do that much except fpic. So, I mean, maybe just fpic mostly breaks it. But, I mean, we don't know. Maybe it might still fail. Almost such file directory. Can't find libx11 b cores. Oh, here there is exit. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. It hurts so much. So normally T2 would auto fix this, but we just disabled. I mean, how about we only remove fpic things? You know what? I don't really want to patch all this junk. We do not yet know if this will fix anything, but let's see if we... What do we do? We do see static wrapper if... What? Where is this coming from? Oh, it's probably in some function. I mean, we do those. Okay, that's oof. Do we have any pick things of? There we have pi and here we have fpic. Look, here we have autofix up for old code. Let's just see if and thank you for the subscription. KVM 1 second faster, bin utils bench says. Who wants that you fix our users, our increasing T2 users? Have you not seen that our growth last year, did you not get the breaking news? Last year growth 26,000 something %. I mean, yes, we grew out of nothing. Out of the phoenix risen from the ashes of Rock Linux. But nonetheless, right? Users, T2 users are furious, and also media. You know, the only serious mainstream media last month that wanted to take a look at T2, it's like, it doesn't fully work in my VirtualBox. It's like, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss. My condolences. So var remove, in which even? Which was it even in? Yeah, which is of course hilarious, right? Like, so only, I mean, that hurts, right? The only editor who want to take a look at T2 links, it's like, it didn't work in VirtualBox. It's like... Anyway, what's user numbers? I don't know. We don't have telemetry. Also, which user numbers? User numbers, like T2 desktop user numbers, or embedded user numbers with their, like, do you mean Philips Hue light bulbs, or IKEA smart shit sold. Or do you mean users of T2 KDE Desktop Linux? It's an append. Any other cursed thing in there? Oh, yes. This please. From that, please remove. Will this fix something? Also, we had this already earlier. I had deleted this. It's cursed shit. But what do we know so far? The thing is that's similar to my macOS users. Speaking of which, if you don't see it, you have it hard to fix it, right? Want to speak at Medium Day 2026. Applications are still open. Medium Day. Do we want to speak at Medium Day? How did we wipe articles, some IT news? Because hey, still builds. Can I work on Mac? Can it work on Mac T2? Yes, of course. T2 is a Hulu OS like Arch, yes. The Hulu OS like Arch, just better and more. And have a couple of Macs they need. No. Google is confusing, yes, because some people thought it is clever to you landed on their T2 Linux, because some people thought it's clever after I did T2 SDE Linux thing since 2003 to 2020, what even? 2003? Like, dude, time flies. Oh shit, still bloody fails. You gotta be kidding me. Because it still fails bloody the same as before. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the software, the thing is, of course, I mean, not only is the software cursedly bloated and huge and humongous, the problem is also similar to QEMU, but hey, QEMU build. Similar to QEMU, the stuff here builds very custom. Oh, this is too large. Size that, not. They check not between that. Now I understand, huh? They say the size of this piece of shit needs to be between that, and that's too large, huh? We already built what size optimized. What should we do now? PXE BIOS bin. Pff. Shit too large, man. How should we make it smaller? We already built smartly, which means everything OS can't really get much. Oh. Maybe it wants to, not maybe, probably it wants to build this M32. It probably needs M32. GitHub reports says Shuja's what? GitHub reports it's for Shuja's Comic Sans, or that is Comic Code. Did you remember? Yeah, you Mohammed enough message already the other day. The GitHub issue just updated. Okay. I think we have here M stuff. I think we remove here M stuff potentially, maybe, no? Do we remove M32 here somewhere? Yes, of course. Two things. What? Try T2 when I'm working on Mac again. Archlinks is better than Ubuntu and Debian. Mac right now, mix of Archlinks. I try things. Happy to hear. Okay, they even remove MLT. No. Should we not? Apparently we don't. I mean, the thing is with this cursed errors, we cannot be sure what it is until we fix it. So we do not remove any M32, huh? M64. I mean, we could remove those things here and oof, I mean, it should have OS somewhere. Does it not have OS somewhere? Yeah, OS. Why did I not see that? Okay, wait, what? Where's our base OS? Wait, there was, but this was KCC. RCC wrapper 01. Are we do 01 or 102? But it's smartly. Which? Pass config, of course. I forgot about that here. This is not really what I wanted. I totally forgot. Why did we do that here? Did some test reveal that this was better for something? I remember that for C++ size was really bad. because it didn't inline any template things. It's not ideal to tweak this, but this is not really, I mean, whatever. I don't see pi removed endless behind your head. You see pi still. Ah. Maybe I forgot this the second time I inserted this. It's better remove that too, thank you. Yeah, but that's the reality. Andre took a look, but yeah, if we want to be more successful, all those details need to work, right? Otherwise people try to install VirtualBox and like T2 Linux sucks because VirtualBox didn't build for me. What is the idea of having optimized one set? What precisely is your question? The idea is that most code isn't run, and so the smart optimization is an idea of Clifford, of Claire and me from like year 2000. From 25 years ago, like we were so ahead of our times that we came to the conclusion that most code never runs, like most optimization papers say, and only like 10% or so of the code is hot. So Claire and I thought like we built everything from source. Oh, also some building. That's not ideal. So the smart optimization is a 25-year-long Rock Linux T2 tradition of size optimizing everything, except stuff that we profiled. So 25 years ago, we already profiled Rock Linux, like whole system, and T2 still has, I refined this, of course. I refined this for 20 years, of course, and found some bugs and stuff and made it better and so on. But T2 packages, like some T2 packages, ideally all, but we need to expand this. But T2 packages have, similar to cache, they have, some packages have profiles for profile that store the hot files, so that the smart T2 optimization can optimize everything for size, because that code never runs and that's usually faster anyway. So yeah. And so we have like only some years ago I figured that modern compilers really don't build favorable C++ code with size. So that's where we only changed it some years ago in T2, like probably I didn't think that through enough or whatever. The question is, this might potentially, oh no it isn't, oh XCB. You had me at XCB. Maybe this builds further now because we had previously something else. UI, desktop, widget, watchdog, oh, holy shit. That is why, remember when I said like maybe we don't disable the wrapper, because like I didn't want to just lose all of this here. Let's just steal that from like somewhere. Once should actually update all of this stuff here a little bit. Like here maybe, Vulkan examples. Oh, come on. Give me all of it. Yeah, so basically my 19950X3D, especially as cheap as it was that day, local minimum there. Maybe it paid off already, because 20% build time improvement for most of the things, right? Okay, so basically probably we will not go for that. The ultimate goal to make T2 is a rolling release for 25 years ago. Our goal to make T2. It's that already. Like T2 is already a better Gen 2 and Arch than 25 years already. We just didn't perfect it enough and didn't have any marketing and stuff. What do you mean with DC? What means DC? I don't know. So old legacy code. in T2, yes. Just the other day, I just deleted super old. I deleted 26-year-old code snippets the other day. I posted on Discord. Discord. That's Discord. Yes. Right. Are you here? You are Prime thing. So you want this whispered, right? As you are. Here a supporter. Then let's. Yeah, let's be pro and not do this. What's build even doing? Oh, here, build is building. I mean, the irony is I get VirtualBox built for... actually it works, but of course every improved package here at T2 is an improved package, so we still need to fix... Yeah, this invite needs to be automatic. I probably should script this one day, so... obviously should script that one day, but there's only so much I can script. Okay, today I learned till today I learned. So yeah, he is a Prime subscriber. Put mic in center if possible. No, it's stereo. We have stereo vision here, like stuff I like. Yeah, one day, like if you, I would crossfade this for you. If you package me a working crossfade plugin for OBS, because for T2 Linux I crossfade this for you. But hey, we have stereo, and many people like stereo. Here, look, if you give me here a OBS filter for crossfade shit, like why? I mean, yes, maybe here, like maybe, like then I mix you this 50%. Here my stereo stuff, my audio file stereo stuff. Maybe soon I see no, yes, but yeah, I get it. Some people say it's too much. I would crossfade at 50% so that it's a little bit more center. I just don't have a OBS crossfade plugin. So if you go here to T2 things, and I mean, maybe you have this already. Maybe you don't need to, like, if you figure out a, like, we have VST whatnot things. So yeah, crossfade plugin, welcome. And then I would at least 50% or so make it less. But oh, here we have finished some build things here. Look, it nearly looks like we know what we are doing. Cheers, VirtualBox things here. The question also, there is white space. So we're a little perfectionist, right? So white space not approved. Here that white space needs to go. Does it auto cache? Yes, it auto caches. Amazing. Here, look, mom. We have VirtualBox. Wait, 0 files. How is it 0 files? The shit didn't install anything. Okay, we don't really have, like, we can build VirtualBox, but not install it. Wonderful. VirtualBox things of no bloody files installed. Yay! Happy days without files. How to install VirtualBox after building it from source. Size, it optimized for size. Yeah, apparently that probably was necessary, which is kind of okay. So basically, we probably would ideally that is a small thing. Like maybe we could, if those BIOS files build with OS, but that might be necessary. So things. Your build located in output directory, out things stuff release bin. You can run it directly from there. Copy the files into your system directory. Things. Symlinks easy execution things of VBox driver things. No, you don't want to be VBox driver things anymore. Maybe Andre recently deleted there something. VirtualBox. There was more code. Things here. Maybe he deleted a little bit too much. What did we had there? InMake? No, we didn't. What did we previously do? Nothing. He only did this here. Did we never really install that? What was the previous cache here? Oh, it previously already 0 files for. No, here was once 127 files with 0 MB. Bizarre. Do we boot with KVM pass-through stuff? It's nice that we now get more viewers. Happy day or wait, what? Please Discord server link, please. Are you already a supporter? If you Patreon, you get it automatically. If you otherwise support us somewhere, let us know. You know, if I cannot just let. I mean, besides, we urgently need some. Where do you support us? Through which means? Because there. If you Discord, then you can find it on Discord. If Patreon. If you Patreon. Yeah, built this for nothing. Wonderful. VirtualBox. What was it? Out things release. What do we have then here? Oh, come on. Oh, there's a lot. Bin? Oh, bin maybe. Oh, there's a whole lot of shit. Oops. Oh, holy shit. How to build VirtualBox from source official documentation. Get me RTFM. Just read me the fucking code. Yes, documentation, not some wipe shit. I want to know the real thing. How to install. Generate installer, make self, creates a self-check and wire virtual things on Debian systems. The following command for Python hacking and things. Unil emerge things and configure building. Also, they have disable harding here. Like they have here disable harding, and if you tell this like warning, like don't do this, it's like what? Builds a release package. All build tech debug things. Build a release package. What means package? Running a hardened build from the bin will not work because all hardened do exploit links against binaries from opt fix. Oh, it hurts. Hardened is we have opt hardened. That's like what pi, not this is like hardened is like you have to have it there. Like wow, that's hardened. If that ain't any super hardened technology, I don't know what is. Running your build. So things out Linux things make you run VirtualBox directly from the build target thing. If the build was not hardened, but first of all you must build install kernel module whose source have been copied in build target. Finally you can start one of the front ends. Example VirtualBox. This is pretty shitty documentation. I like literally the T2 documentation is better than this garbage here. Because they totally don't tell you how to install this shit here. This is completely ridiculous. This is outrageously bad. Try favor certain. We only build for certain distributions. Arch things, bin additions will generally not work on systems older than the one I built it. So lame fixed price. I think it's fine. You're free install whatever. No, if it's hardened, it apparently configures it specifically for that. It will. So basically, if you want to install it somewhere else, you need not hardened or change this hardened. This is so lame, man. To build a release package type all. Do we do all? They totally don't tell you at all how to install it. It's pretty... Okay, we probably don't log running. We don't have all here. Is this identical to that? I have no idea. They don't tell. Maybe it does all by default. I have no idea. Cheers. Maybe it did build more. I have no idea. At least build server. Oh, do we pass all? Maybe we do. It builds suspiciously long. Maybe build all builds more within not all. Yeah, that's why I upgraded every 20%, not longer waiting. Previously I would have multitasked more, but I'm a little bit tired. Man, does this shit build long. It's error instead of error. Installing. I'm not sure if it did more or not more, but it means because I don't know what it wants installed now. This is pretty silly, man. Which pass did they say? I mean, what garbage is that? It doesn't... It's mind-blowingly ridiculous. The whole thing stinks still. It was a stinking mess 20 years ago. It's still a pile of... And we train AI on this stuff, right? People are like, hey, look at this amazing stuff. Like, the question is, oh, here we have path through stuff. Oops, sorry. So according to the documentation, that should not work. What was the name of this shit? VBox, VirtualBox. Cores. Okay, but they also said what did they say? Opt VirtualBox. You cannot make this shit name up, man. The thing is, we cannot probably not. I don't think we wanna. Oof. They have. Oh wait, they have in. Wait, not that they... What does this install do? Is this how they spelled it? Which library did it not have? UI common. I mean, what are those people thinking? Oh, it's in bin. That is silly. Oh, that's completely... What did I even do? Copy and paste this day and age super difficult. As difficult as typing. Maybe you need to install this shit manually. You that maybe not in the past now. Why not? Appears to be there. Oh, there was some RT not found. What shit have they done? Installing things of Codeberg Gentoo things. Holy shit, checked Archbuild Gentoo. They manually install fonts and files after these things, and build almost looks VirtualBox build tools don't have what it needs besides trial and error. LOL. Yeah, I mean, here I'm the real deal, right? I'm saying everything is a shit because everything's a shit, right? I would also love to say things are not shit, but like, just look at this. Does this make it work? VirtualCom server, are you on Windows or what? Windows code. Well, what are those people even programming, man? Yeah, that's hardened. It's very hardened. What pass was this? This one here, huh? Okay, that's a homework for you. I made it good enough. I basically made it mostly work. I will even make it a little bit better for you playing along at home. Here, I give you that. Install that crap. Also, like this, it needs actually I mean, maybe, but especially this hardened shit, so we had here disable hardened, huh? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Look, I do half the work here already, or 90% of the work. Prefix. Oh, thank you. Any other typo? VBox install, postmake install that stuff, VirtualBox, bindir. I mean, we could for quick test. Hear me out. Your task will it be to figure out which of this crap we need. Like, so let's for now. Oh, come on. Skill issue. I need to go to bed. Oh, I also wanted. There probably is only one. We don't need to hard code that if we do it like this. It also, I mean, release debug. Currently, we only build release, so so everything to bindir, and like your job will be to make that there nice. Oh wait, did I forget bin? Wait, something here is fishy. Okay, we could. Okay, what we could do is we could do that here, and then at least if you have here multiple lines, it will be shorter. Whether this will work, your guess is as good as mine. Japanese pepper, happy to hear that. Did you set VBox pass a private urge? Is this install person Zumlink as normal? So we don't want to Zumlink for, like, we will not Zumlink to user. Like, if this stuff is an opt, it is an opt. They're like Zumlinking stuff to user is pointless. So that's we don't do that. So VirtualBoxing, oh, 6 minutes. Oh wow, but this probably didn't build 6 minutes, right? It's probably the build time estimate is probably a little bit off. Porting VirtualBox to IT. Racing Mars, how are you going? Racing Games. Racing Mars, how are you doing? VirtualBox Titanium, yeah, someone, it probably has ARM64 support, right? But you're totally welcome to. But actually, our Dr. Schupet has resurrected an old QEMU version. So if you wanted QEMU on Itanium, T2 is still your #1 Itanium distribution of choice. You can just T2 inst QEMU and get some old QEMU 2 whatnot stuff that is at least mostly working. Yeah, just like this, I guess, like probably, oh yeah, 2 hours. It's like, yeah, quickly doing some things after work, 2 hours gone. Benchmarking cache Linux flavors, wonderful things, still things, yeah. Wonderful. Maybe we should benchmark our T2 Linux versus this cache thing. Oh, omitting. Oh, darn. What have we done? Okay, we installed something. Oh, tar BGP settings. Diggers, debug plugin diggers. You had me at diggers. Nah. The thing is, some last percentage benchmark, like if you want to benchmark, like if patch is welcome, the thing is I'm too busy of benchmarking this. My nice 5 minutes of ADS again. Why do you, what means ADS and why 5 minutes? Yeah, the question is that enough? I mean, besides it failed, but alright, so the sergeant still didn't fix that thing, and that also doesn't work yet. Like, what were these people thinking? Target doesn't exist. Which bloody target, man? Yes, 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 yes. What do they try to do? PTC password? What do they bloody do there? Config things. What is the use case using VirtualBox on Linux? I also wonder, which is why I never used it. I mean, maybe UI and same as Windows, but 9 PM, yeah, me too. Yeah, whatever. Okay, given this shit doesn't work, that's not even more your homework. Thank you for your contribution. Don't delay, try this at home today and send a fix for that. Because that is too stupid for me. So basically something of that sort. And what's not working, please Can even be so nice to you and see if that at least builds. Is working for this sounds like fun challenge. Yes, figure out why this stuff doesn't want to work and what files it really wants. You can shamelessly copy this from Gentoo and Arch Linux or whatever. I have no use case. I never had a use case. Why did I even? I think the only reason I packaged this is probably because they copied. I mean, they shamelessly stolen my friend's work when Alexander von Graf reverse engineered booting macOS in QEMU, and I continued maintaining those patches. They just, the few reverse engineered things that were necessary, they obviously implemented this. So I think I only did this because I wanted to see how well their stolen Apple SMC stuff also works. That's probably the only reason I packaged this in 2009 or so, potentially maybe. Yeah, I have no use case really for this except testing that users tell me it doesn't work. So I just use QEMU. That's much better. I mean, also bloated, but it's differently bloated. Doesn't have a pretty UI unless you use. But I don't need pretty UI, right? I mean, QEMU is a little bit annoying. I mean, besides they deleted 32-bit support, which we probably should kind of restore. I don't even know what. Yeah, the only annoying thing, or the mostly annoying thing beside deleted 32-bit support is that the command line, I like the command line, but the command line is, as we have seen earlier today, annoying to use. Like, not, I wish the command line would be more intelligent and less, like all the stuff would be a little bit less detailed, and you could just like add stuff and it would add PCI bridges and enumerate things as like USB. Yeah, it is what it is. Here, it installed something now. It builds and installs, and you accepted the challenge to don't delay, install this today and make it fully work tomorrow, because it builds now. There you have it. If that ain't something, I don't know what is, and I'm awaiting your patch to figure out why it does not fully work. Actually, it totally didn't review that. I'm so happy that this shit builds that I didn't even further look at this. I hope there was nothing too gravelly prefixing, so it's probably fine, right? Look, it even looks mostly fine. Yeah. I mean, to do more install detail thing, that suspect their random OSs are easy to work all compared. What I suspect there are random OSs that are easier or work at all. Trap. If there had a way to designate a full set of well-known and supported settings would. Yeah. Also, like the command line should be less cursedly detailed and also better at work. I mean, QEMU has a set of, like, basically it has that, right? Like, if you do PowerPC, you get it has some defaults, but I mean, yeah, it's as we have seen the other day, we have libvirt, or we have Virt Manager, but I even improved this, but like these packages are way too. They didn't even just work for me, because like if stuff is so complexly bloated that it doesn't just work for me, it's compared to QEMU then and running in VirtualBox, things came a libvirt and easier to set up. Things and easier to networking stuff with VirtualBox GUI. You don't know how to manually set a bridge interface and such. Yeah. I mean, hey, I made it build and mostly install, so who accepts, like here, your homework? Who will be the first to send a pull request or a patch somewhere to figure the last detail out? In review, only see hardened verses in review. What do you mean in review? You only see hardened verses. I mean, maybe it needs some more files. Whatever. I reviewed your page. You this one? Which what? Hardened? What is there? Disable hardening. Oh, hardening. Oh, there is. You say this is a typo? Oh shit, hardening it was. Okay, patch welcome, but this is probably not enough because I install this stuff to their opt VirtualBox unless. Do they need prefix? I mean, you will figure it out. I trust in your capacity of T2 developer things. Make a new QEMU VM by copying my start script from the last time. Did tell me deprecated now. I mean, yeah, I don't have as many deprecated options, but yeah, I hear you. I also had this like, yeah, it's not as bad as you make it sound, but that's annoying. Yes, that is basically QEMU is one of those examples of like one of the best software, but of the worst UI and usability and performance of emulating Spark or whatnot on x86. What is he doing in the equivalent of personal Starbucks without laptop reading a book? What he's doing? What? You and your comments, you all. What time? We also have Musel and Kling. Maybe we give this a short last look. Oh wait, did we? Wait, here's this also. I'm not really even sure I really did this really. I'm not sure why I should have never done this. So Musel came previously fully up. How did this break again? Usually it was, but we checked it this year. I thought we checked it. It found that, so why does it not work? Corner things. Yeah. It's all right. Valence Heckful, this one? Regular follow of your channel. I just moved to Germany, downloaded from Argentina to work. I'm happy to hear that. Archwiki to the rescue. I have faced this too and don't like it. Which one? Okay, no, old. I used it all time QEMU, very time things. Yeah, we had this morning, just... Why? ld-config failed. I mean, maybe we should patch ld-config service away for user libc. Next day. Nothing like that. I mean, that's not the issue. Show catalog flash exited. Okay. cd running. Lognd running. This worked last month. Ach, this is Novo. Wait. I remember this. Ah. Yes. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Yes. Ah, shit. Ah, blöd. Ah. Damn, I forgot about this. Ah, shit. The cross-compiled Mesa segmentation faulted. Ah, damn it. Damn it. I had copied that over the last time. Ah, shit. Ah. I guess for that I deserve drugs. Skazi. Things, what keyboard are you using? Awesome to watch your work. Cheers. Where is Last Miles when you need him for German beer? Keyboard, and thank you so much for your super thing. That is amazing. The keyboard, I have it for 1.5 years already. In the meantime, it is unfortunately discontinued. Jochi Things Keno too. Yes, post here from Munich. I think Polana München. Yes, München. It says München. It is this Nufi or so, Nufi probably, huh? Fidelity, physical, Nufi, physical, Nufi. No. Nufi Field 75, Cyberpunk things, and Gateron Magnetic White. Hefefans, yes, cheers, right? After so much, day after day, my macOS customers, your precious best exact scan is crashing with code signing because USB doesn't work. Oh, cheers. Funding of T2 links is at risk when exact scan doesn't sale, man. Okay, here we. But that's the thing. I mean, I so forgot about this. I saw amazing. This is also wrong. Yes, please. Yes, please. No. Here, T2 became so amazing. If you had shown me 5 years ago how amazing T2 source install stuff will be, man, I would have literally gave you money. Shut up and take my money for this amazing news distribution. But lesson learned. What's not tested is broken, and what we procrastinate for a day we need to fix tomorrow. And if worst case, if we took too many drugs after fixing so many bugs, we might even forget that this was still broken. So how to tackle that? The easiest, it's also crazy. We can cross, also we should fix this here. This we should fix. We should fix so many things. The easiest would be to compare native versus cross-compile, diff the binaries, check for differences. The craziest thing is also we cross-compile Mesa for all the other glibc, ARM, PowerPC, Spark, right, Itanium. Like we cross-compile Mesa, it works. We cross-compile for Musel, it doesn't work. Oh, you all AA club stream. What means AA club stream? I like your schema on page King binary says latest changes Arch wiki to the rescue things you beer differently than you handle beer. It's more pleasant. What, my beer is more pleasant and happy? I wonder if I ask Last Miles and the next time I will be in Canada, if I should stop by for a beer or co-stream. I wonder what he says if I was like, I was 5 years ago, I was in Toronto for a PDF ISO meeting, like I wish I'd known him already back then. Because it's not often that I'm in Canada, but for him I would nearly, like, hear me out, maybe next family holiday, or at least my child and I. My self-reliance in Canada. I wonder if he would say, please come in, have a beer, which I don't want to see you, want to be alone. I have no idea. Some people like to be alone. But that would be fun. Cursing together. Cursing to machines. Dual edition. Last time I was in Toronto, good times. Did you? Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Then I need to book a flight to Toronto, so. But I guess the next time I fly to Canada, I probably should make it a 4 weeks camping trip with my son. That's what I should do. But then I can't. Like, if I have my son with me, I can't go drink with Last Miles. Unless... Anyway, complications when you have family. So, do we have here Mesa cross-compile stuff of Tegra things and Ember and things and fix things and legacy things? Did we forget to make a to-do here from Muso? Here also, like this thing here is... Probably should fix that soon, together with fix Mesa cross Muso stuff. Yeah, due, I so forgot. Good that we remembered. Oh, what a time to be alive. Just up in Finland, not quite close enough to stop by and grab a drink though. Why did you not say a word? Finland sounds like fun. When you're the next time in Finland, let me know. Maybe we can make that happen. Wanted to go to Finland anyway. If I were an adult, I would donate you $100, but you're 14-year-old. That's okay. You can procrastinate donating $100. Like, how about you start saving some dollars a week, and when you're 18, you hopefully have $100 to donate in 4 years. Does it sound like an idea? And then, until then, you shall subscribe and watch nearly every stream, and then you learn a lot. And hopefully will be a more happy IT camper. Because have you seen Windows? Oh wait, do we have over 100 concurrent views here? Of oh shit, we have 100. We have 200 people watching. Cheers. We have 200 people watching. You're happy a lot. Yeah, T2 using T2 makes happy because here we this built already. Because have you seen the other Linux distributions? Have you seen the VirtualBox source things? So here, look. I don't even want to debug it anymore. Okay, so that's reproducibly not working. Yay. By the way, I think we don't have bundle documented. So the last time I faked it, and I will fake it again. I usually don't do this. This is super bad practice. But hear me out. I'm out of funds to make this release better. If you shall subscribe, we'll probably debug that soon. And with soon, I mean in the coming days or weeks. So what I will simply do is, like I last did, I will simply go here and pretend like you all close your eyes now, that because it's not so super... We advertise totally reproducible, but hear me out. It's totally reproducible that it doesn't work. So yeah, so what I do now is super bad, like, but hear me out. Other distribution natively built everything anyway, right? So that's not how you're doing it. But I'm at the end with my nerves, and my tip jar is empty. Musel hacked. It's not fixed. It works. It's very crappily fixed. It is like tar. So mine here of install. Which version would that be? This one? So that's an evil hack. That's not how you should do it. I do not approve of that. But that's Zweckheilig die Mittel. Oh, thank you for the... No, 200 things for... I mean, I didn't fix it yet. I work around it for tonight, right? The problem is that the cross-build... Like, we can cross-build everything, and 99% of the stuff works. Just the cross-build, meaning building it on a glibc system to a Musel target, somehow messes something up. Which is crazy, because if we cross-build it to Itanium or DEC Alpha or PowerPC, it works. Cross-compiling it on AMD 4, AMD 64 is... So the real fix comes, so highly appreciate your super things. That's exactly what we're here for, and keeps our motivations high. Our spirits. Yeah. The real fix would be, the real fix takes hours. We need to understand why, what precisely goes wrong, what goes differently wrong when we, yeah, it's a workaround. The problem is, if we don't fix it soon, like the last time a week ago, like we just found this a week ago, if we don't fix it for real, we will forget in the next build will be broken again. So that's of course not ideal. Crashed your PC by developing your quantum physics engine? Helsinki capital area zoom or deeper? That's high quality. My box works the same way on all. Which bugs? Yeah, usually the bugs mostly works the same here on all architectures except So yeah, this thing this mesa stuff over. Depending on what, so often this kind of miscompilation is really, really difficult to find. We could be lucky and it's something easy and it takes an hour, so yeah. But let's first release, let's get here some more success stories out. Let's make some users happy with all their computers. And then we have 1,000 to-dos to debug further. So what did we fix for PowerPC? This was just build our order. Yeah, okay. Just for you, I'm working on 2 partitions. One with Arch and the other with T2. Happy to hear that. So this hopefully should potentially just work now. And yeah, it just works. Yeah, it is what it is. It internal rsync, so we need to rsync ARM version 6. We need to sync PowerPC. What T2 PowerPC? And we need to sync T2 usual things. And best. Let me quickly hide something. Best. We move those files quickly over to save some bandwidth. I mean, quickly. T2 6 ARM version here. PowerPC. So no, you don't do this in production like this, but I'm a 10x engineer. I'm 10x senior engineer. I'm allowed to do that. Because now the download is broken. Why we run that here. That saves us quite some bandwidth because the files otherwise wouldn't have been there anymore. So crash PC things. Okay, we had this. What else do we do? You use Hetzner? Yes. We currently mainly use Hetzner indeed. Of course, running T2 Linux. Okay, so that should be there in a second. We can already add a note here of these issues. That where did we had things? Using Musel. Efi worked fine as well. Displays okay. Who is this? Mike? Are you or oh, this is you? I mean, updated like in like a second. US things are on AWS. We need. Did you wanted to sync binaries? If we continue like this, we probably need some better infrastructure of thinking this stuff more reliably. Like, you got them, okay, because now our clone, okay, because now we update 6 files, right? Okay, cool. The only thing is we don't even mention, right? Like, so how many downloads do you get? Probably not many because nobody knows, right? Which one? I mean, how much bandwidth can you handle at what price? You mean our clone or our thing? Is this efficiently only probably downloading the whole file, right? So how much does bandwidth cost you if we would get load on those? Because like we could link that in some tables for some selected ISOs to test how that would go. Because currently nobody's loading that from you, right? Because nobody knows, I guess. Potentially, maybe. So we could add to the table, we could prices because it's going through CloudFront. Does that mean it's currently like how long, like is it nearly for free, completely for free? 1 terabyte for free. So if you cross 1 terabyte, you would get an invoice. Should we make a test and to some table at your links? But yeah, not that you get a high invoice. Like then you need, I don't know, do you get a warning before you get an invoice? What's expenses for each month? Well, my salary, right? So how much salary would you grant me? Like $200,000 of medium American IT salary thing. So if that's 200,000, I mean, if I would work at Microsoft or Apple, I would probably even potentially get more than that. So if you divide this by 12, then that's basically the cost for T2 website stuff is nearly free. Kinda €30. But that's peanuts. Web stuff does, like, unless if you're not using Amazon shit or stuff, then your web stuff is mostly web stuff is not my problem. My salary is a problem. Like surviving and living is like the challenge, y'all. So here, quickly, efficiently, arsync that for you. Okay, that's Chris. Is Chris here? Your Power PC is updated. If you wanted to update this, housing is like food and drugs, like beer. Have you seen how much drugs you need to take for this? Here, €1. €1. So yeah, hosting 42 is next to nothing. Basically, as with all things, as I use company resources, basically that's for free. My salary not really for free. Stupid novel idea to streamline packages via torrent so people can opt in, seed stuff, integrate into package manager. Yeah, I know. Historically, this I was just R cloning. So how fast is R cloning? Does it re-download the whole thing at like a gigabit a second? Yeah, if let me know if you think we should add this to the download table as mirrors. What did I miss? Missed something? Did I click not twice? Oops. I need this once, I guess, to trigger happy after. Okay, whatever. And last but not least, I wanted to say desktop. Is Chris here? I mean, so far so good. The main issue is, are our systemd really usable on vintage risk like alpha, and is that what people want on their vintage risk? Which probably the answer is no. So I guess we probably will not continue to build the vintage risk things. Also, like, except who is here, who is using those? Things are Chris. I just updated the PowerPCI, so if you want to download and test it, what did I fix? All right, the login rebuild thing. Did we test this? I thought we tested this, right? I hope I updated this correctly. And is Racing Mars in the US or in Australia? I lost overview. And let me get the Discord invite when you have time to check your email. Of course. So it was a good exercise and fixed some things to build all desktop things for alpha and stuff, like even like libhighway or other things. But I guess going forward, I would personally not want to use systemd on those less high performance systems. Directly the release. I just updated this because it clearly was too broken. It should have another timestamp, right? Does it timestamp? It should timestamp rebuild from earlier today. So if we... Yeah. Did this char checked somewhere? Why is that not last modified? Why is this like, oops, why is this like this? Oops, what is this name sorted meant? I'm too stupid for that. But, oh wait, this is, but this is also the same. Whatever. So yeah, that's from today, right? Yes. 85 megabyte a second on, which worked fine on Spark booting. So you mean the booting works on Spark on what, your Ultra 10? Like systemd fully coming up to probably not KDE Plasma, right? Probably probably because it doesn't have a DRI. I have graphic target. How long does it boot? From a optical? From a DVD? How long does it boot from an optical spinning disk? 10 minutes? Chris, as you're a vintage and retro expert, how satisfied are you with systemd on these vintage systems? Should we only do mainstream high performance systemd and the other sys5 init? Because I feel that's too slow for my taste and too overkill. And most vintage and retro systems are probably Linux will be popular soon. I hope so. I hope so for years. This time, you see, I became relaxed late. Like last year, I would have already sent mainstream media a press release. Like this time, we basically released it, and like I didn't even send a press release. I didn't even notify Reddit. But we were still a little bit testing here and updated some things. Not much slower than sys5 init. So you're saying on your Ultra 10, like how long does it boot? On optical it must be like, so you burned it to a DVD? And that boots in what, 10 minutes? 15? I mean, DVD can't be fast. All the latency of like Seek, like you think less? Okay. Doesn't even sound that like, so less than what? Less than 10? Less than 15? Okay, so systemd, the only thing is consistency, right? We probably will not do systemd on 32-bit Spark until command line be like 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, that's not even that bad. What you have? How many megahertz do you have? 400? No, you don't turn it on for me, Chris. Like really not. Like that's fine. It's no. Don't test it now. That's enough. If okay, then stopwatch it on like a stopwatch or your smartphone or your dumb phone, and post it on Discord, like with a whole sentence like booting wall clock booting on that spec Spark takes whatever, so we know for the future and people can find it and reference it and stuff. That's actually not bad. That is better than I expected. But hey, it's T2 Linux. Yeah, we will certainly not do that for 32-bit Spark. The question is, how usable is it on 800 megahertz power PC? But that should be faster than your. That doesn't even sound that bad. Okay, anyway, then Then we build it like this. Soon, like shall I subscribe? Soon we will test SGI Octane, 250 megahertz. Deck Alpha again. The main thing is we should make vintage graphic work again. That's currently a bit more broken, but that's upstream removed and we partially undeleted it, so it's not yet fully undeleted. So. Mostly using systemd Super H testing, and don't think it was much slower, but seemed to use. I would think it uses a lot more memory. I would also, in my testing, compared to our own, like other sys5 init might be, but like our own sys5 init, as I would ballpark like most things were twice as fast. But of course, it's relative. If the boot time is limited by optical drive access, then this 5 init and systemd doesn't make the biggest of a difference. But it's shockingly fast to know that it's maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, amazing that everyone is happy. We fixed some more things. That makes me also very happy. And I guess it's time to go. Although my beer's still half full, so probably, hey, we're not in the US. I can go out with a bottle of beer and drink it on the way home. The only thing is now people start to recognize me, right? Like now every week it happens, like you go to get groceries with your family and it's like someone on the street, hey, are you the guy from YouTube? It's like, depends which YouTube. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, learned something. We, as usual, did some stuff. We have to do more stuff, like cross-compiling this Mesa thing there for Musel. You know where you find T2, Linux, and support for you or for us. Happy to hear that you did Super H things. All right, we probably never did really compile that much. So yeah, you're the one who posted our Discord, right? So yeah, probably not too many people use it. Maybe that's LTO. Like maybe it's just breaking like some architect. Like I could do you a new. Do you want a new build without LTO and see if that's more stable? Because on other architectures we have big C++ stuff sometimes being miscompiled with LTO. Anyway, let's see who's online to rate you too. Have a good day or night. Hope you enjoyed, learned something, and see you next time for yeah, you have VirtualBox stuff, right?
They don't fade away. We're keeping open systems take the fight. No lockdown firmware, no hidden byte. T2 Linux will rise into night. Out of the code into the